Good afternoon, my followers, my very few subs I've got, and anybody new watching me. I just want to say hello. I am chronically happy, and this is my life. Chronically happy, but chronically injured and chronically ill. Today's issue is because of last night. I was doing some crafts. Well, getting set up to do some crafts. I had my beads sitting on my bed, and I went to go sit down on my exercise ball right there, and it wasn't right behind me, and I fell right in this spot where I'm standing. I fell straight on my sit bone like this, and landed with my left hand down on the ground like this, which I already have a horrible shoulder issue on my left side, along with a bad right hip issue, but now I think it's worse. Now I think I either have some kind of hairline fracture or I really messed up my soft tissue more to make it more stretched out and more damaged. And now I'm just moving very slow today, but I'm very thankful because I got into my chiropractor for the first time out of 30 days. But my injury only happened about 12 hours ago. And so now I need to rest. I have to take my dog to go get some vaccines this afternoon. I think it's at 1:45. I gotta look at my calendar again. But as I lay here and try to do some of my physical therapy that I've been going over the last couple of weeks with my new physical therapy office, which I really have to just work on belly breathing and making sure to not breathe the air into my chest, but down into my stomach. But as I do that, and here's another thing I'm trying to do, as I lay here, I'm trying to slowly just raise up this little bit of leg. And even that is painful. Just holding my legs up in the air. I have a lot of groin pain right in here on the left side. I've been moving really slow today compared to normal. My brain is usually on overdrive, so I'm usually moving pretty fast. And but last night's injury 12 hours ago has slowed me down. I already have edema in my face, popping up. Since I haven't had my chiropractor appointment in over a month, I've had really bad issues with my ribs, subluxations. I don't even like to use that word. I like to just say unaligned. Things were unaligned because of my chiropractor being out of office for a month. I can't even hold this with my left arm. I gotta sit up. Oh God, that hurts in the groin area. I've already taken some pain meds for the day, and of course, the injury is only going to slowly get worse as the time goes by and my body adjusts to my chiropractor's adjustment today. It is so painful. I am trying to be still festive as fuck. Festive as F. I've been all over the place today. I've even after my adjustment, I went walking around Walmart with Stormy, my service dog in training. And I had her doing pretty decent. She's been out of commission with the training in public places for like 3 or 4 months too, though, because of her chronic sickness and injuries as well. Like dog, like mother, I suppose. I can take my hair out of my ponytail now. So I just wanted to give an update. I am I'm happy. I got my adjustment finally, so I'm finally doing physical therapy and chiropractic at the same time. I'm only going to get this for a total of 2 weeks. I only have like 3 more PT appointments only. That reminds me, I need to write this down before I forget. I need to call my United Healthcare insurance and try and get out-of-network coverage benefits so I can continue my physical therapy, because it's only like 5 minutes from my house. Not even that, like maybe 2 minutes. It's seriously not that far. It's like 3 or 4 blocks away, which makes it really, really handy, especially if I need to go more than once a week. And I do need to go more than once a week. I'm only going twice a week right now, which is so much better than nothing. And it's so awesome that I finally got help. I'm finally getting the help that I really need after 2 years of being screwed over by the VA and the medical care system through the VA. So I'm writing down, I need to call United today. I have to keep a little handy dandy notebook because of so many things I have to manage with my chronic illnesses, and then my daily chores, my daily living, plus having to order all my medications, making sure that's all stocked up, my over-the-counter meds, I got to pay my bills and budget for the month as well still. I just got so much to manage. It's a full-time job being disabled. I have time, but I don't have time. My time management goes out the damn window when I have to take like an hour just to lay down to get my back realigned when I'm out of alignment, to try and mitigate more inflammation when I have my adjustments. Because when I have my adjustments, it's a lot of changes inside my body, especially the longer I go without an adjustment. But also when I go frequently too, it's also puts a lot of stress on my body and really puts my body into a flare when I do it repeatedly anyways. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. But I finally got off steroids, and I'm trying to do this without steroids. I also am still having slight issues with the healing with my ear, because my EDS, my collagen connective tissue disorder, it really messes with healing, and it scars things more and messes things up even more than the normal person. Oh my gosh, I'm just in so much pain today. You wouldn't know it because I don't act like this when I'm out in public either. It's hard with an invisible illness and without getting dirty looks because of my handicapped parking spot. And I'm not overweight either, and that's another stigma for people that are disabled when they're overweight, because they can't seem to work out or anything. Thankfully, I've been able to manage my weight, but it's mostly because of my disordered eating habits. I'm going to try sitting on my exercise ball without falling on the floor this time. I just have to keep changing positions to make sure I don't have any EDS issues within my instability and being in one position for too long. I always have problems adjusting this damn camera. It's probably going to fall over still too. But I figured while I'm trying to do my breathing and PT exercises, I would just, try to make it routine, make it so it's normal for me to do while I'm going about my average day. It's so hard to belly breathe when you're not accustomed to it. It was one of the hardest things trying to get down when I was taking Pilates in college. And mind you, I was very disabled going through college in my 30s. But I made it through. I just can't use my degree now because I'm way too disabled. But it is quite the accomplishment. I spent 6 years getting my Bachelor of Science degree in forestry. I had 2 internships. I really thoroughly enjoy my job. I really love that work. It's just I was really hoping that it would benefit me and give me enough exercise to be able to stay in shape long enough to be able to mitigate my EDS and all its comorbidities. But it just got to the point after my tethered cord surgery in January 2020, right when COVID was shutting everything down. I had my surgery. I was really I almost didn't think I was going to be able to get my surgery at that point in time, and I'm so thankful I was able to get it, because it's really, I don't regret that surgery, but I also did not get the correct rehabilitation after surgery, because of COVID shutdowns. So now it is almost 4 years later to I think it was like January 4th or 5th. So I'm coming up on my 4-year mark here pretty soon since my surgery, and I'm finally just now getting regular PT at least twice a week to be able to teach myself how to move my body and breathe at the same time. I really need more of a occupational therapist too. But I also had applied with Northwest Senior and Disability Services in Salem to try and get caretaking hours because I'm in so dire need. If I have a home assessment set up and everything, but if I get denied for it, I'm just gonna have to start over, and I'll have to try it with the VA caretaking program. There's a couple other avenues I haven't even tried yet, but like I said, I'm trying to stay away from the VA because they've caused me so much PTSD in the medical side, and the compensation and pension side. It took me 12 years to get my 100% service-connected disability, and when I was discharged medically from the Navy in 2010, the Navy spent 2 years trying to fix me, let alone I had no idea I had EDS at the time, and that wasn't even the first thing I got diagnosed after I got out, and nor have I even tried to claim service connection for EDS because it was hereditary. But I feel like I am and within my right to claim it though, because I think EDS was part of the problem, is what caused my connective tissue to give way or something. I don't know. It happened when I was running, and I have not been able to run since because of I have a Chiari malformation at the bottom of my skull, which, if nobody knows what this is, Chiari malformation is basically the cerebral pons. I think that's what they're called, the pons. I don't know. It's the very bottom part of the brain, which controls like balance and proprioception, which I have horrible. Thanks to Chiari and EDS, the connective tissue I think gave way and helped my Chiari sink further down because the pain started from the base of my skull and not shot all the way down my spine, which then I think maybe it was that point maybe that I tethered, or maybe I was already tethered. I really still can't explain it to this day exactly how or why that even happened, but I feel like I got kind of screwed out of medical retirement because there were so many things underlying that we had no clue that was going on with me, and it took me 8 years of searching and reading and research while I was getting my Bachelor of Science degree and learning how to actually properly research and do scientific and read scientific articles, peer-reviewed articles and such. Thank you for my Bachelor of Science degree. I used the VA program vocational rehabilitation in order to get my degree. So thank you, taxpayers, for helping me get my degree. I am so sorry that I cannot use my degree. I fully intended to use it. I tried really hard. But once I had my tethered cord surgery, it really did me in. Even though it helped me, like long term, it really helped with my pain. But now I have other problems. And it's really just a process of elimination, of figuring out within one's medical journey how and why and what really caused what cascaded into what. I don't, I have an idea, but no doctor can really tell me, and all I can do is try to piece together the information that I know and try to rule things out and figure out what I don't know and try to get answers for what I don't know. But I've been treated unfairly by the VA with some of their evaluations. I really had to walk out of the last evaluation I had because that doctor was just a witch and she wasn't listening to what I had to say. And I'm like, this is not the best representation, non-biased opinion doctor. And I've had non-biased opinion doctors, and I've had doctors that are very biased, and I will not stand for it anymore, not with my medical PTSD and how I've been treated in the past. So moving forward, all I can do is just keep trying and get second, third, fourth, fifth opinions, and just continually talk about my what I've been experiencing, and hopefully I can save somebody else some troubles of having to go through the same thing. I wouldn't wish this upon anybody. It's really a hard hereditary genetic mutation of hypermobility within various joints in my body. And it's very noticeable in certain parts and not noticeable in others. But every EDSer is different with a lot of similarities. It's definitely a spectrum for sure. 1 second. So that's just a little bit about me. I still need to do like an introduction video because I haven't taken the time to do that to introduce myself. But as time goes on, I will get better at these videos and more of a script and more of something to follow so I can make my content more short and I don't know, with a better flow. I want to keep like certain topics to certain videos, and that way I can just like kind of do like episodes and you know, just coming up with titles and stuff and hashtags. That's the biggest part of all this. It takes time, and I just don't have the strength or the mental power to just, darn it, Stormy. 1 second. Stormy likes to open the door on her own, and I'm trying to keep my voice down because my parents are out there trying to watch one of their programs, and you know, I try not to disturb them. And yeah, so at some point I will get an introduction done. I'll get better at my editing, and I'll be able to try and stay more on topic in some of my future videos. But I just wanted to let you all know this is where I'm at today, and you know, a little background information about who I am and what I've experienced, and I have many more stories to tell. Funny, good, bad, but I'm always going to be transparent and real. You know, I really do love ad lib, and I really do like just, you know, going with the flow. But I really do want to get better at this YouTube thing, and hopefully gain a lot more followers here in the future. So thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you all have a fabulous Wednesday. I will talk to you all later. Bye.